A wrestler collapses in the ring. Blood rushes from her nose. The referee doesn't stop the match. The cameras keep rolling, and WWE deletes the footage. This isn't fiction. This happened to Liv Morgan. And what you're about to discover will change everything you thought you knew about one of wrestling's most beloved superstars. Because behind the smile, behind the championship reigns, behind the scripted storylines, there's a truth WWE desperately wants buried. And today, that truth comes out. Welcome to SLAMZONE. Right now, you're standing at a crossroads. You can click away and never know what WWE has been hiding from you, or you can stay with me for the next few minutes and witness something that will shake your understanding of this business to its core. I need you to understand something before we go further. This channel exists because of you. Every subscriber, every comment, every share, you are the reason we can expose these stories. So if you've been watching without subscribing, I'm asking you today, be part of this family. Hit that subscribe button. Ring the notification bell. Because once you hear what I'm about to tell you, you'll want to be here every single week when we pull back the curtain on wrestling's darkest secrets. This isn't just about entertainment anymore. This is about truth. Now let me take you back to 2018. Liv Morgan is standing in that ring. Young, hungry, fighting for her spot on the roster. She's got everything to prove and absolutely nothing to lose. The lights are blazing. The crowd is roaring. And then, impact. A blow catches her wrong. Her head snaps back. You can see it in her eyes. That look. That vacant, terrifying look when a wrestler's soul momentarily leaves their body. She's concussed. Medical professionals would later confirm it. But here's where the story gets disturbing. The match doesn't stop. Think about that for a moment. A human being, a daughter, a friend, someone's entire world standing in that ring with her brain rattling inside her skull. And the show goes on. The punches keep coming. The kicks keep landing. Every impact sending shockwaves through an already damaged mind. You can feel the wrongness of it, can't you? That sick feeling in your stomach that something terrible is unfolding right before our eyes. But the cameras keep rolling. The commentators keep talking. And Liv Morgan keeps fighting because that's what she's been trained to do. That's what this business demands. Her opponent doesn't know. The referee doesn't see it clearly. But Liv knows. Somewhere in the fog of that concussion, she knows something is catastrophically wrong. Watch the footage if you can still find it. WWE tried scrubbing it from existence, but the internet never forgets. You'll see her stumbling, missing her marks, her eyes unfocused, searching for something solid to hold onto in a world that's spinning out of control. This is where we talk about what this business really costs. Not the glamour, not the championships, not the WrestleMania moments. We're talking about the price paid in the shadows, the injuries nobody discusses, the matches that should have been stopped but weren't, the human toll that gets hidden behind pyrotechnics and entrance music. Liv Morgan paid that price in 2018, and WWE swept it under the rug like yesterday's trash. You want to know why I'm telling you this? Because you deserve to know. Because when you cheer for these performers, when you buy their merchandise, when you invest your emotions in their storylines, you should know what they're sacrificing for your entertainment. And more than that, you should know when the company is lying to you about it. But that's just the beginning. Fast forward to 2022. Liv Morgan is finally getting her moment. The underdog story WWE loves to tell. She's chasing the championship. She's getting the push. She's the babyface the company wants you to rally behind. And for a while, it works. The crowd loves her. Social media explodes with support. This is her time. Her redemption arc after years of being overlooked, after surviving that nightmare in 2018, after clawing her way through every obstacle WWE put in her path. And then something shifts. It starts subtle. A few boos mixed in with the cheers. Some restlessness in the crowd. Then it grows. The very same people who were chanting her name just weeks ago are now turning against her. Not because she did anything wrong. Not because she suddenly lost her ability. But because WWE, in their infinite wisdom, booked her in a way that made the audience reject her. Think about how brutal that is. You're Liv Morgan. You've worked your entire life for this moment. You've bled for this company, literally bled, literally risked your brain, literally given everything you have. And now, when you're finally being positioned at the top, the crowd boos you out of the building. Not because of who you are, but because of what WWE made you become in their storylines. This is psychological warfare. This is what happens when corporate machine meets human ambition. Liv Morgan became a casualty of WWE's booking decisions, and the company never acknowledged it, never explained it, never took responsibility for putting her in that impossible position. They just moved on, pivoted the story, and left her to deal with the emotional aftermath of being rejected by the very fans she was trying so hard to entertain. I want you to imagine that for a second. Put yourself in her shoes. You're standing in that ring, giving everything, and you hear the boos raining down. How do you process that? How do you go back to the hotel room that night and look at yourself in the mirror? How do you convince yourself to show up the next night and do it all again? That's the psychological price WWE never puts in the contract. And you know what makes me keep doing these videos? It's knowing that you're out there. You're the ones who care about the truth. You're the ones who want to see beyond the scripted fairy tales WWE feeds us. So if you're feeling what I'm feeling right now, if this story is hitting you the way it's hitting me, do me a favor. Hit that like button. Leave a comment telling me your thoughts on how WWE treated Liv during this period. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this truth. And subscribe to SLAMZONE, because we're not stopping, we're just getting started, and this story goes even deeper. Now we arrive at 2023, the year WWE hoped you'd forget, the year a police report was filed, the year Liv Morgan was arrested. Let that sink in for a moment. One of their top female stars, arrested, and WWE's response? Radio silence, complete and total blackout, no statement, no acknowledgement. No explanation to the fans who invest their time, money, and emotions into following these performers. Just nothing, as if it never happened, as if you don't deserve to know. Here's what we do know: the arrest was real, the documentation exists, the charges were filed, everything about it is a matter of public record. But try finding any mention of it on WWE's platforms, try searching their website, try looking through their official social media. You won't find it. Because WWE made a calculated decision that this particular piece of Liv Morgan's story doesn't fit the narrative they want to sell you. And maybe there's a perfectly reasonable explanation. Maybe the situation wasn't what it appeared to be. Maybe charges were dropped or the whole thing was a misunderstanding. That happens. People get caught up in situations that look worse than they are. The justice system makes mistakes. Context matters. But here's the problem: we don't know. WWE never gave us the context. They never gave us the explanation. They just expected us to not notice, or to forget, or to stop asking questions. That's the part that should bother you. Not necessarily what happened, but the fact that WWE thinks you're too stupid or too distracted to deserve the truth. They believe they can just erase inconvenient moments from their history and you'll never notice. They think they can protect their brand by hiding information that's already public knowledge. It's insulting to you as a fan. It's disrespectful to your intelligence. And it's part of a pattern that goes way beyond Liv Morgan. How many other stories has WWE buried? How many other incidents have been scrubbed from their official history? How many times have they rewritten reality to protect the image they want to project? Every time they do this, they're making a statement about what they think of you. They're saying you don't matter enough to deserve transparency. They're saying the illusion is more important than your trust. So why am I telling you all this? Why dedicate an entire video to exposing these hidden moments from Liv Morgan's career? Because this is bigger than one wrestler. This is about the relationship between WWE and you, the fan. This is about whether we're willing to accept a company that treats us like children who can't handle the truth. This is about demanding better from an industry that makes billions off our passion. Liv Morgan's story is every wrestler's story. It's the tale of someone who gave everything to this business and watched that business manipulate, hide, and distort her journey to fit whatever narrative served their interests at that moment. The 2018 concussion match that should have been stopped. The 2022 crowd rejection that WWE's own booking created. The 2023 arrest that disappeared from official history. These aren't just moments. These are pieces of a human being's life that got sacrificed at the altar of corporate image protection. And here's what really keeps me up at night. For every story we know about, how many don't we know? For every hidden moment we uncover, how many remain buried? Liv Morgan's experiences aren't unique, they're just the ones we happen to find out about. Imagine what else is out there. Imagine what other truths WWE is desperately trying to keep from you. But this is why we do what we do here at SLAMZONE. This is why every video matters. This is why every subscriber makes a difference. Because the more people who know these stories, the harder it becomes for WWE to keep hiding them. The more we talk about these issues, the more pressure builds for accountability and change. Your voice matters. Your awareness matters. And when you hit that subscribe button, when you ring that notification bell, when you share these videos, you're not just supporting a channel. You're supporting the truth. I want to end by saying something important. None of this is about tearing down Liv Morgan. If anything, it's about honoring her resilience. She survived the 2018 match. She pushed through the crowd rejection in 2022. She's still here, still fighting, still performing at the highest level despite everything WWE put her through. That's not weakness. That's warrior spirit. That's the kind of toughness that deserves recognition, not cover-up. She's not a victim in this story. She's a survivor. And maybe that's the most important truth of all. Behind every hidden moment, behind every scrubbed piece of footage, behind every arrest report that WWE won't acknowledge, there's a real person who kept getting up, kept showing up, kept fighting even when the company that employed her seemed more interested in protecting their image than protecting her. So the next time you see Liv Morgan on your screen, remember what you learned today. Remember what she survived. Remember what WWE tried to hide. And ask yourself what that says about this business we all love so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for caring enough to watch until the end. Thank you for being part of SLAMZONE. Hit that like button if this video opened your eyes. Subscribe if you want more truth every single week. Comment below with your thoughts on WWE's handling of these situations. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. And most importantly, come back. Because we're not done exposing what WWE doesn't want you to see. This has been SLAMZONE. And the truth is just getting started.